Hello, my name is Johnny Bertrand, and I'm here to share with you a free online tool for creating quizzes called Quizizz. I'm a teacher at Weaver Elementary. I teach second and third grade math and science, and I've taught first grade for 3 years now, and I feel that Quizizz can be a great tool for all grade levels. Quizizz is spelled Quizizz if you're wanting to look online already at it. It is a great tool that we can use for our kids just to summarize, to revise, to challenge them, for them to compete with each other, and then also for them just to have fun. It is similar to Kahoot, so if you are familiar with Kahoot, this should be something that interests you. So one thing that I wanted to share with this Quizizz, again, it's an online tool for creating quizzes. One of the cool parts of this is you can use iPads, you can use MacBooks, you can use smartphones, you can use computers from your computer lab, or you don't need to have any computers at all or technology at all for your students, and it can still be used. We're going to go ahead and just jump right in to Quizizz online. I'll share my screen with you so you can see what I'm doing. Also, I wanted to share before we got too deep into it that you will be, if you're with us now, you'll be getting your CPE credit link. It'll be provided in the YouTube chat window at the end of the webinar. So be on the lookout for that if you're wanting your CPE credit. All right. So here we are at Quizizz already. I simply went to Google and searched Quizizz, Quizizz, clicked on my link, went up to log in, created my account. Cool thing is only you need an account. Your students do not need an account. You do not need to go in and type in their names, type in a lunch number, anything like that. All you need is your account to get this started. So looking around at Quizizz here, you see public, you see my quizzes, create, my reports, my memes. And what we're going to do is just create a quiz. This can be simple. You can make this more complex. However, it fits best for you and your time. Of course, our time is very, very valuable, and we are always looking for quick and easy assessment tools, and this is definitely one for you. So when we go to create, that is going to be your first area to go to create your quiz. You're going to click on it. Quiz information goes in here. You can add an image, type in your quiz name. We'll just run a practice quiz here, and at the end of it, maybe we all can take it. So we've got our name in there, English. You can make it public. You can make it private. After that, you're going to be on your questions. So it's very easy to create a quiz here. You can create your own questions with your own answers, or you can search for them from the other public quizzes. Cool news is you can actually edit those other questions that you get from other people as well. So we are going to go ahead and add a couple questions so you can see the variety. So I'll first off add a question on my own. So question number 1. Best tool to use. So we've got, what is the best tool to use to measure a door? Over here on this side of your screen, you can see the student feed, what they would see. Right here, you'd have the question, and down here, you'll be typing in your answers. So best tool to use. We've got a ruler, meter stick, balance, and paper clips. So now you're going to be selecting your incorrect and correct answers. And again, down here is what the students are going to be seeing as their answer choices. Simple as that. One question down. Move on to a new question over here on your left-hand side. New question. And great time to look at adding an image. We can add an image from going into any of our pictures. Let's see if I can find one. All right, directly from an assessment. There we go. So we're going to be measuring this crown, and we can type in a question over that as well. And then whenever the students get this question, they're going to see how long is this crown, and then they can click down here to hide the text so they can actually see what the crown is and look at that ruler. And again, we're going to have our options here. Again, select your correct answer. And that's it for this right here. Let's go to a new question again, and we are now going to be adding from a shared quiz. So we're going to be coming up to the search box up here, and we're going to type in whatever we would like. Measurement. And then we're going to get a list of quizzes that others have made. Click on measurement. You can see all the questions over here. What can you use to measure a bow? What is measure? If you don't like any of those questions, you can come to any other quizzes as well. We'll just click here, click the plus sign, and it goes directly into our quiz over here on the left. So if we close this out, we can come back to our question. And this is actually where you can type in additional options or change up any answers or any questions that you want to change here. My students need help with recognizing this means inches and this means centimeters. We can select up here as well. All right, let's get another question from the public quizzes. Let's just look up teachers. We'll see if we have some interesting questions here. Hopefully you're not looking at the answers, so we can try to trick you here. All right. So we're going to have 4-question quiz right here. Very basic quiz. Now I wanted to hit one of the key elements for this to be different from Kahoot is that every participant gets to play at their own tempo. On Kahoot, you have to wait until everybody answers a question. Sometimes leads to rushed answers. So on this quiz, you'll see whenever we start taking it, you can actually take it at your own tempo, which is really nice. Also, some of your answer options that you can make here, you can make true false answers. You can do multiple choice of 2, 3, or 4 answers like you've seen. And then there's also, you can add pictures to your answers to help with picture recognition there. So let's just leave it at 4 questions right now. And let's go ahead and finish our quiz. So finish is at the top right. We're going to finish our quiz. Now's the time where we're going to select all of the info. Let's just put it at 3rd grade since that's what I teach. Let's just say this is some sort of physics, even though it's not, or we'll just do other science. That's fine. Scrolling down, your topics, and you can tag whatever you'd like to tag if wanted. Then you're going to finish and create your quiz in the bottom right. And he's so sad we don't have an image, but that's all right. So now a cool part is that you can play it live, or you can assign it for homework. I have not utilized the homework yet, but that would be a fun piece of homework that I would enjoy doing over pencil paper. Another cool spot that we can see here is we can share it with a link for anybody on our team, and have all your other social medias as well if you'd like to share it there. You can also print this in PDF form as well. Say your student doesn't have technology at home as their homework, you can just go straight over here to print and print it as a PDF. So if you're looking at our quiz, we've got our quiz, we're ready to go. And we can play live again, and that's what we're going to do. So I click play live. Make sure all of my settings are set as I want them. My first mistake doing quizzes was I showed the answers with my kids, and they did not tell me until the very end. So I'm definitely not going to show my answers. Jumble the questions, jumble the answers, show quiz review, so where they can see all their questions at the end of the game. I like doing that so they can, on their own time, see it. Show leaderboard, there's a question timer. Now with the question timer, I would advise turning it off at the beginning until your students are comfortable with quizzes. Again, another mistake I made was I had the question timer on, and the students really only cared about who was answering the questions the fastest. So if you turn question timer off, it will not time them and freak them out and make them want to just click an answer. I'll leave it on for you guys so you can see it. And then you can show your memes here, just funny pictures. You can also create your own. I'm not that savvy yet, and just working on what they're giving me right now. And then you can play music in the background if you'd like. I'll go ahead and just turn that off just in case you're watching this with somebody around. So now we're going to proceed as a teacher, and you'll get a prompt. So right now, if there are any takers, I'm going to try to multitask here and play along with. You can go to join.quizizz.com. Again, you do not need an account. All you need to do is join.quizizz.com, enter this code, and then type in your name. Or you can type up a funny name, your choice. I advise my students to type in their real name, especially if I'm going to take it as a grade. So I'll give you a few minutes if you'd like to play. You're going to see Bert as my name. Well, hello there, Kathy. All right, we got Carolyn, Kathy, Bert, that's me. You get the they pick your avatar for you, which the kids are always interested in who they're going to be getting. So on my end, I see start game, but I'm going to wait for a little bit longer, see if we have any more troops to come in. As you see on your screen, it says waiting for the game to be started. All right, we got another trooper. Wow, I wonder how many more we can get. So we have 5 troops. We'll probably start in about 30 seconds. See if anybody else wants to jump in. This will not be for a grade for the people who are hesitant. Awesome. And I do believe as we're playing the game, you can still see the code if you're wanting to join in late as well. All right, well, let's go ahead and begin our quiz. As we're taking this quiz, you're going to be seeing it as the student view. You'll be looking at my screen as the teacher view. And I just want to point out here, say Mr. Burt right here is being funny and he didn't name himself the right way. I can just go ahead and delete him quickly and let him get back in the game so we can make sure we have our scores going to the students that we're wanting it to go to. All right, we're going to go ahead and start the game. Again, this is on your own time. You're going to see it's very easy going. Don't get freaked out on the timer. Notice the timer and think of it as a student and see where you might have anxiety, where you might not, where the timer might be good further down the road whenever you have gotten close to mastering the skills. All right, so countdown, here we go. Of course, I get the tough one first. Good guess, good guess. So I just want everybody to pause right now. Don't worry about the time unless you're that competitive and you just need to win. That's fine as well. You don't win anything, but you could win some CPE credits, as I said before. I want everybody to look at my screen if you can, and you'll notice you can see live action, what's going on right now. We have 13 correct as a class. We have 4 wrong as a class. If you scroll down as a teacher, you can see who's doing what. You already have Stephen done. Carla's done. So we can see if this is a 20-question quiz and we already have students done, we can definitely go and check them or stop them hopefully before they get finished. Just waiting on a couple more here. So whenever you scroll down as well, you're going to see some real-time results as well. Who's selecting the correct answers? Who's selecting different answers? Again, this is only 4 questions. I'll hurry up and get out of this and we'll just get some. I do know all the answers, unfortunately, so I am cheating. I'll just say that one for this time. So if you notice, you get some pretty funny stuff, probably way over the kid's head whenever you get it right or wrong, but they enjoy seeing it. So at the end, you see your screen now. The game's ended. You have your points, your rank, your accuracy. That's great. If that is one of the goals, is to get a higher rank. I focus on the accuracy right now. So if we look back at my screen, you can see everybody's scores. Now this is your choice if you want to show this to the class, you want to have it on your own. This is a great tool to look at afterwards though, because I love being able to see 3 out of 6 got number 1 wrong. And you can see, obviously, this is a spot for reteach. Over here, we have on question 4, 2 students got it wrong. So that'd be, again, a great spot for reteach. You can come back and review it immediately. So you can come down here, what's the best tool to use to measure a door? Shows the correct answer here, the incorrect answer. Would have been nice for me to put a picture of a door there, but again, it's however much time and effort you want to put into it. It can be as simple or it can be more complex. It's your choice. We can go to the next question or just back out and go down to the other questions. So now we've reviewed the questions, we can export our results into an Excel file, which is going to be great for grades. Click on it, opens up. Hopefully, there it is. And you can see the questions. And then you have your grades right here. 100, 75, 75, 75, 75, 25. That's all right, Carolyn. I know you're doing that for data. So again, shows more detail on the answers there. So again, like I said, you can see your code. All you're going to be going to is join.quizizz.com, and most of the time you start clicking the word join, you're going to see it pop up for the students to click on. Like I stated in the beginning, you can use this. All your kids have iPads, all your kids have MacBooks, all your kids have smartphones. Wherever your kids are, wherever your class is, you can use all of those technologies, but you can also use it in the computer lab, which is great. Computer lab might get a little wild, but it's good to have some fun in the computer lab as well. And again, using it for homework would be a great tool, and just to change it up, change the pace up a little bit for the kids. And for those kids who do not have technology, again, print it out. Easy as that. Other than that, I think that's going to wrap up our Quizizz webinar. If you have any questions, the chat line is open and has been open.
Can you use Google Classroom to import a quiz?
There is a question about importing from Google Classroom, and I believe the answer is yes on that. So if I'm going back up to creating my quizzes, up in the top right is going to be import from file. You can find that, I believe, from your Google Classroom as well. If there are any more questions, definitely you can send me an email and I can search it and get back to you on any questions you may have. If you have any problems with Quizizz, send an email as well. My email will be in the chat room. Just want to thank everybody for joining me today. And I hope that you guys can enjoy Quizizz, and I hope that your kids can enjoy Quizizz, and I hope that it is not another thing added to your list of things to do, but instead a replacement for some engaging time for your kids. Again, my name is Johnny Bertrand from Weaver Elementary. Thanks for your time.